Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I want to look at a unique vessel. You may have seen it in our live streams. It's one of our favorites. I think this is the first time we've used it for a video, so let's get started. I started by placing a liner with wet foam right in the center. Then, to establish the line, I'm going to use Kiwi vine. It winds and twists, makes a statement all by itself. Just cutting it down. And then placing it in so that it comes forward, giving dimension, and starts that angular movement. Then coming back out on the opposite, coming upward, turning it till it fits in well. And then you're ready to add flowers. For the focal emphasis, some wonderful anthurium. Tucking them in, giving it a cut, keeping it low. And at the base, feeding it in. And then coming back with another. Coming on the opposite side, feeding in and terracing over the top, and then adjusting so that they both fit in. Then I have one more just to finish it, pulling it out to the back side. It won't show as much from the front, but you never want to leave it naked in the back. One of the beauties of working with the miniature Cymbidiums is they're so strong, so sturdy, that they don't even have to have a water source. They'll hold just as long as the arrangement, all by themselves. So plucking off individual florets, giving it a cut, and then a tiny bit of preserved moss. And to adhere it, Oasis Floral Adhesive, cold glue. Just putting a bit on the stem. Let it begin to set. And placing it right against the branch and securing it with a little bit of the moss, holding it till it dries. You can see bringing that color clear out in the arrangement. And then once it's set, I can move on and add additional blooms. Again, giving it a cut. A little bit of glue on the side. Bringing it up, adding it, and securing it with the moss. And keeping a little pressure on. Going back, adding some pressure. I want to just make sure that it's secure. And then I can go back and add a few more, dotting along the branches, adding movement from top to bottom. You can see, keeping the focus on minimalism, but you still need contrast, a little bit more interest. So maybe taking in some of the Leucothoe foliage, but pruning it back so that it's not quite so heavy. Then giving it a cut, bringing it out to the side. Bringing in a little bit of the moss so that it picks up the green that I've got on the branch itself, and tucking it, letting it trail, pulling it out just a bit, and then maybe another of the Leucothoe coming out the back. Again, thinking about dimension, even though it's one-sided, you don't want to forget the back side, adding some fullness. tucking it in low. I'm going to do one more bit of the moss on this side and then turn it so that you can see, because it is multi-dimensional. Even though it is a front-facing design, the back is equally as beautiful. And then tucking in a little more moss, a little more Leucothoe to make sure all the mechanics are concealed. A statement piece can be big and bold with just a very few materials if you work in a linear style. So the recipe, I started with 2 of the Kiwi vine. Then I added 3 anthurium, 3 blooms of the miniature Cymbidium, and then 3 stems of the Leucothoe. Everything focused on line, space, and focal emphasis. Design can be bold and luxurious and filled with thousands of blooms, or it can be bold, dramatic, and just a few blooms. You'll find designs like this and more on the website, flowerschool.com. If you have questions, you can reach us through there or pick up the telephone and give us a call at 503-223-8089. Now it's your turn. What are you going to create to make a statement with flowers? Be sure to take a picture, post it on social media, and hashtag Floral Design Institute. That way we all can see what you do as you do something you love.